Hello, Scott Rosano with Gigbuilder.com. Today we're going to go over the Music Manager and we'll do a little cradle to grave, but a quick video. It should be 5 minutes or less. To show you how you can manage your music and how you can push it right into Virtual DJ by a button. So the first thing we do in Gigbuilder from our home page, which I've configured this way, I'm going on the 28th to this Buchanan wedding reception, and we'll go ahead and open up this wedding reception. From the wedding reception, I'm going to click on Docs, and I'm going to go ahead and log in as a client. I've already got this open. So under Client, I went to Select Music, and I'll click it again just so you can see. Your Select Music comes down. These are the list requests or list categories that I have for this type of event. You know, Gigbuilder has more than these, but this is what I have. So currently in the priority requests, I've only got 2. In additional requests, notice I have 34 out of 20. That's kind of strange, right? All these different songs here. Well, one of the things that you can do in Gigbuilder is where it says Your Playlists, this is the client once they logged in. This is all their Spotify playlists. And so I picked the 70s mix, I believe, and we pull that spot list down and that list shows up here. I can copy or press this Copy Playlist button, which will copy the entire playlist into a single category. So if your planner has all their music in one category, they can go about it that way, or they can do it the way that, like for example, let's pull up Hot Country. I can do it individually. So let's say Cowgirls, and I can click that up, brings me information about it, and then I can manually, of course, always sign it as well. So that's just going to go to my priority requests, and there they are. So I've got some songs in here, right? And my client's done. She's ready to go. It's my turn to now plan for the event, and that's what we're going to do here. So there's 2 ways to open up the manager. The first one is actually in the event. If I click on Music, there should be a tab here or a button that says Manage Playlist. Okay? So if I press this button here, it will automatically pop me into the Playlist Manager. The other way to do it is from Tools and Playlist Manager. That opens up here, and then you actually have to type the event. But this will allow you to edit multiple playlists simultaneously without going and opening up. So here's what it found. Here's my must play list. That's what I'm going to be working on first. I have 3 songs in that list that you saw: Die With a Smile, Thinking Out Loud, and Cowgirls. Now it noticed I've got these check marks and I've got an exclamation point. What this means is that it found these songs in my own database library, which I've uploaded. I actually haven't uploaded. We'll show you that in a few minutes. And so it knows that I've got a file for this automatically. It's no big deal. We're going to go ahead and edit one. I'll go ahead and pull Cowgirls first, so we'll pull that in here. Cowgirls will open up over here, and it's going to show what my title option is, what my Gigbuilder option is, and then it allows me to listen to that song on Spotify or YouTube. And so if they, of course, brought it in on Spotify, maybe I want to do that, click on it, and then listen to it to see if I've got the right version. So the next one here, I can go on to Title, and if I'm logged into Title, now that's Party Time, so I know that wasn't the right one. So let's go ahead. This is all the different songs that are on Title, and I may just have to find. There's one. Okay, that looks good to me. So now I have my title mix. If I decide I'm using title, I go Cowgirls Morgan. I know I own this, so I go ahead and click and say Own This. And what this will automatically do is generate a record in my library so that it'll recognize it next time. So if I didn't upload it, it's now uploaded. So that's a real quick way of doing your purchase manager. And then my match order, in this case, it's File Gigbuilder. And that means that it's going to try and find the song on my computer when we create the playlist. If it can't, it's going to go ahead and grab it from our streaming server, which is a 256-bit, which isn't the best in the world, but streaming licenses get ridiculously expensive above that, so that's what we have. You also have the option of File Title Gigbuilder, at which case when it goes to match, it'll try to find it on your computer. If it can't, it'll give you the title option. If it doesn't have a title option, it'll give you our streaming option. For those of you that use title a lot, you can make that the first option. And then you get File Gigbuilder, and local file only means it better be on my machine or I'm not moving it. So those are your options, and I'll go ahead and just put a title on this one just to make one look a little different. I'll hit Save Song, and once I hit Save Song, notice now that I've got a check mark here. It knows that I've got it in my library, and I've got my match order set to title, file, and Gigbuilder. And we can do that with, of course, our should play list as well. And so here is my should play list, and there's quite a few more songs. So we can see we click through each of these, boom, 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 and boom. And notice that on some of these songs, it already matched it to my local library. and these it did not. And I may have it or not. Have you ever seen The Rain? I know I own that song, and I could upload it, and that's for another video, what we can do on that. So I can click and open these up however I want to, and then do exactly what I just did. Now, if you see something that's grayed out, like the Gigbuilder, it means that we do not have that on our streaming server, so it is not an option and it won't do it. But Gimme 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 from ABBA, it matched that up quite nicely. I've got everything. I own that one as well. So you can play around with this, and it's building up your file, and even if you do nothing to it, it's looking at it, and it's gonna try and match it to the file or Gigbuilder no matter what we've got here. So we're all done with this, and I can scroll down here. If I have uploaded all my music and I'm not using Tidal, I can go ahead and drop these M3Us or Virtual DJ into any software program I want. However, for most of you, especially if you're using Virtual DJ, download the Gigbuilder Assistant. You can click it here and it'll bring you to our experimental page, at which you download and execute this. And that's where our video is going to go from now. Once you've installed the Gigbuilder, it will look like this on the screen. And this is your Gigbuilder Manager. Now, this is an executable that runs on your computer. In this case, it's on my DJ computer for good reason. One of the things that it has is your Gigbuilder browser built in. And so you can run Gigbuilder normally from the Assistant without doing anything else. Now, from the Assistant, I've got another video on setting it up, and it should be pointed up in one of these two spots over here. But we're going to go ahead, and since this one's already configured, I'm just going to go to File, and I'm going to go to Calendar. And the calendar will bring me up to my monthly calendar. And this is still an alpha version, so we haven't gotten the colors and everything. We just got it functional. So hit the 28th. There's my wedding reception. I click the wedding reception. There's my entire song playlist for that particular event and the categories. I then press one button, Create Playlists. So I'll create the playlist button. It's scrolled all down. I'm done. That's all there is to it. I can now go into Virtual DJ, and under Virtual DJ, my lists, there's my wedding reception, there's my songs. Notice it found Cowgirls on the machine, and then these two here, of course I can drag and drop and play, and they're playing the title songs, because that came straight out of Tidal without a problem. Okay, from this point here, also you can see your ceremony, your cocktail, your dinner, and your play if possible, which is a pretty good sized list. And notice if we go on to pretty much any of these here, like I can see clearly now, it found either it on my machine or this one's streaming. If we right click on it, of course, you can go in here and you can do your tag editor. And you can see this one here is definitely a streamed song. So that's all the different ways, but look how fast it is just to drop your lists right in after managing them and setting the types of songs that you want. So anyway, that's for Gigbuilder. We're going to continue to work on it, but the Music Manager is ready to roll. Have fun, everybody.